Aloha Aries, welcome to your tarot reading for the week of June 16th through the 23rd. Let's dive in and see what tarot and spirit have in store for you. But first, there are a few quick updates that you don't want to miss. Use the promo code SUMMER15 all month long at themagicsiren.com to get 15% off any personal reading, whether it's a live session or an emailed reading. I will be live here on YouTube for the Summer Solstice candle ritual on Saturday, the 21st at 8 p.m. You are invited to join the magic, and if you would like to reserve your personal candle for that event, they are still available on my website. You're not going to want to miss it. For more magic throughout your week, join me over on Patreon for exclusive content like weekly tarot scopes, bonus readings, rituals, as well as some behind-the-scenes energetic updates. You can also sign up for my free Tarot Scope Tuesday newsletter over on my website. It's a weekly email that drops a little insight and inspiration straight into your inbox. And of course, if you're not already in our Magic Siren Facebook group, we would love to have you over there. It's a beautiful space to share, connect, and grow within your practice. All of those links and information are down in the description box below, so let's go ahead and get into your cards and see what this week has in store for you. Now, we are shuffling and we're asking Universe, Spirit, and Tarot for some messages here for Aries. We're going to do a 3-card spread, and then we will clarify with another tarot deck. So let's go ahead and just dive right in. We're asking Tarot and Spirit to bring forth 3 cards for Aries. What do we need to know this week, June 16th through the 23rd? It looks like we have all 3 cards there. We had the 4 of Swords flip first, then we have this one fall, the 7 of Wands, then we have this card here, which is the 9 of Pentacles in reversal. Nice energies coming out for you. It seems like the fire signs have a little bit easier of a week than the rest of the elements so far. Let's go ahead and dive right in. We're going to clarify in just a few minutes. But we have that 4 of Swords, 7 of Wands in reversal, and the 9 of Pentacles in reversal. One thing you're going to want to make note of this week, Aries, is to make sure that you are recharging your batteries and you're really resting. I feel like the last couple of weeks, maybe even the last few months, have really kind of been go, 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 right? It's been constant forward movement, thinking about everything, having to put together every plan. How is it going to go? What are my backup options? Just overthinking a lot of things. There is this need for us to rest. Turn off everything. Turn off your phone. Turn off everything. Just be able to retreat and take a step back. Being able to recharge your own batteries is going to be absolutely important this week, because more than likely, next week or going into July, you're going to be needed in a sense of analytics, right? Whether the sword suit is all about analytics. And when we talk about analytics, it's like the way we communicate, how we come up with plans, how we think about things, how we put logistics into execution, if that makes sense. So this 4 of Swords is telling us, like, you're going to be needed in that sense come July. But if you're not recharged, if you haven't taken a moment to just rest and relax, then we're going to be on burnout by the time that moment hits us, okay? 7 of Wands in reversal is doubling down on that. For those of you that have been defending yourself, defending others, defending your morals, the way that you're thinking, the decisions that you're making, that's all that 7 of Wands energy. It's like we're defending against everything and we feel the need that we have to. And there is a place and a time for all of this. And I am a huge advocate for defending yourself as well as defending the things that mean the most to you. But this is saying let's not waste another moment of our time, energy, or intention defending anything against anyone. If anything, we need to just retreat and just recharge, okay? There is going to be a moment for you to defend what you need to defend in the near future, but you're not going to be able to show up at your most strong, your most smart version of yourself to be able to really kind of bulldoze through that if you don't recharge your batteries. The 9 of Pentacles is also coming out in the reversal. You know, when we see reversals in a tarot reading, it does represent something that has either already happened or there is a slight challenge or an obstacle that is preventing this card from showing in the upright. You know, in the upright, the 9 of Pentacles means we are in alignment with our worth. We understand who we are. We understand all the seeds that we plant in our garden of life. They grow into something that give us fruits in return of our labor. And I always say with the 9 of Pentacles, it's like we're looking in our garden of life and we're seeing the rewards of all of our hard work from all the previous seasons of our life. This is in the reversal, which tells me that the majority of you that are watching this and resonating with this reading, Aries, there is a need for us to look at our garden of life. Our garden of life is everything we have in our life: projects, relationships, environments, anything that we keep and hold space for. There are some things in your garden of life here that are not giving you a return. There are some things in your garden of life that we need to weed out, that are no longer in alignment, that are no longer producing the fruits or the pentacles. And maybe this is that week for you to be able to slow down and do that, to be able to slow down and see, okay, I've been in go, go, go mode. I've been having to defend everything in my life, defending my actions, defending my job, defending my family, whatever it is. And I've missed these big key things that maybe need to be removed out of my life so I can also show up for myself. I want to go ahead and clarify. This is actually a really big reading for you. And Aries, I think if you miss this, if you miss this week of rest and relaxation, you might face burnout in the near future. Look at this. We have all three of your clarifying cards flying out here. 10 of Wands. We're at the end of a season, and the time has come to rest at the end of that season. We have the Page of Pentacles, new opportunities coming in for you, and there is some curiosity that kind of comes with those new opportunities. And then Justice, and it's almost like this. For those of you that have been defending yourself or defending certain things in your life, justice will be served. You no longer have to show up as the bearer of justice or karmic justice, right? You don't have to be the karmic justice warrior anymore. It's happening already. Let's go ahead and talk about these a little bit deeper. That 10 of Wands represents going from one season into a new one. So you're going out, on this card, it's physically depicting you going out and harvesting the wands from the previous season of your life, okay? All that time of go, 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 go that you've recently kind of been in, and whether this was the last 4 months or the last 4 years, okay? You've been on go mode. But being on go mode gave you all the experience, tools, and the wands that are necessary for you to go out and harvest. Now that we've harvested them, we're taking them back to our house. You can see the little house back there. We're taking them back to our house to process them. We're processing the lessons. We're processing the seeds to plant new ones. We're also removing any waste that is no longer needed from these wands. And so that's the most important part for you right now. I think for the majority of you, you've already processed what you've gone through. You already have the lessons. But instead of carrying the weight of all the extra sort of waste that comes with the rest of those wands, it's time to release it. We have the Page of Pentacles, and the Page cards are that sort of, fun, curious energy of the tarot deck. And when we see that coming out with the Pentacle, it's almost like, aren't you curious to know what comes next? I think most of you are, but because you've just been going and have been almost on fight or flight mode for so long, you've almost kind of been like, I don't have time to be curious for what's to come. But I want you to slow down this week, and I want you to get curious. I want you to get curious, and I want you to get excited. I really want you to take a moment and stop defending everything and just become present in your own life, what you have curated, what you have fought so hard for. Because I think a lot of you, the Seven of Wands goes hand in hand with fighting for what's right in your life and in the life of others. And you've done so much of that you deserve to also be present in the life that you have fought so hard for. Justice is coming out saying justice will be served. Karmas will be delivered. Justice represents multiple things, right? So in this physical, earthy sort of human realm, we have the justice, the law and order of our life. And that could be legal situations. So maybe for some of you, a legal situation is finally kind of coming to a head, and you no longer have to fight or defend your actions in court. And it's finally going to be justice will be served in the way that it should be, more than likely in your favor. Now, for those of you that are not necessarily dealing with a legal situation, and this is more on the spiritual side of things, justice represents the law and order of spiritual realm as well. And when we talk about the law and order of the spiritual realm, well, we talk about the law of attraction, the law of assumption, right? And so that's almost, the law of attraction is very similar to karma. You do something good and you put good energy out there, you're probably going to attract good energy back, right? That's karma. You do something bad, you're probably going to attract bad energy back, or negative energy. Law of attraction and karma are very, very similar. It could be interchangeable. So if you are not familiar with the law of attraction, I highly recommend looking into it. I actually have a guide of the law of attraction on my website. Go check it out. Justice is saying that karmas will be delivered, good and bad, right? And as long as you are in a position where you're seeing that you've been putting the right intention into your garden of life, you will be rewarded positively. Don't be afraid to remove things out of your life that are on the wrong side of that scale, okay? I want to go ahead and get a card in terms of emotions this week, just to kind of see what's going on emotionally. Oh, we have a flirt card. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. This is that energy of having some fun. I think this is very fitting for you, Aries, considering I'm like, we have to just take a break. You've been go, 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 go. Let's take a break and have some fun. Relax a little bit, recharge our batteries. When we talk about flirt, it can be flirting with a specific person, but it doesn't have to be. This is more on the lines of just being flirtatious with your universe, with your day-to-day life, literally romanticizing your day-to-day life. I want to challenge you to just have fun this week. Relax. Do something that makes you feel good. Don't feel like you have to keep showing up and fighting everything and defending everything, because this is going to be your week to take a break, recharge your batteries, and realign yourself so we can go from the 9 to the 10 of Pentacles, okay? Love this for you. Quick little summary. Again, take a break, recharge your batteries. You're going into a new season of your life. I know that you have to be curious about what's to come. Even though you feel like you can't take a moment to think about it this week, force yourself to take a moment to think about it. If you have to do that by getting lighthearted and just having some fun, then absolutely, by all means, see that. Look into the law of attraction, use it to your best benefit, and if this resonated with you, like, comment, and subscribe, because I've been posting these weekly readings every week, as well as some monthly readings as well, and I don't want you to miss the next one, all right? Thank you so much for watching, Aries, and don't forget to check out the description for all of those links. We have those personal readings, Patreon, summer solstice candles, and so much more. Sending love, clarity, and a little extra magic your way this week. Aloha.